everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone's doing great. And I'm really surprised. We have so many people that was here before I came to jump in here. So I figured let's start early. You're here waiting. I don't want to keep you waiting unless I have to. So, cheers everyone. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What's on your bench? Or what is it that you're going to be doing hanging out with me tonight? Anyone cleaning, cooking, or something? What are we doing? Jessica's been here waiting 49 minutes. Cannot wait. Howdy, sunflowers. Hope you're all doing good today. Tracy is in the house, and so is Herb. Hello, hello. John C. is maybe busy over on his bench or cleaning workshop or something. I did see something that looked like cleaning maybe earlier. Hello, Robert. Good morning. You came home last night from your trips with mom and dad. Nice. Did you have a little vacation trip? Sounds good. Hellos and highs. Hellos and highs. Yeah, how's the blanket going, Robert? Jessica's asking. It's coming along nicely. You haven't touched it since you went on your trip, but you're gonna do some on it Monday. Sounds good. ABD, hello, happy Sunday. Good evening, Marcus. How are you today? And Rita's in the house. Did you get your beauty sleep, John? Suzanne, oh, we get to start with the dance. Thank you very much for being a member for 2 months. That's an early dance start. Thank you very, very much, Suzanne. That's very appreciated. Cleaning, cooking. Stop cursing, Amanda. Yeah, well, maybe some are doing that. Hey, you're the one that was making a mess in the kitchen the other night, and then you had to clean after that. Robert went to Toronto, and it was a really nice time there. Awesome. Did you have great weather and stuff also? Chris K, hello, and Ola Maritza. You guys, there's already a bunch of people here. I hope you're having an awesome, or had an awesome weekend, and now you're kind of maybe ending it with me. I have made some progress this week on a lot of different things. We got a new friend of the week. We have, well, this one, maybe not everyone has seen it. The new top that I made. I was working on it not too long ago, but I'm wearing it because it's really nice and soft. I did wear it when I did a pop-up earlier this week, but it's so nice. It's so comfy. I don't want to take it off. Can I live with this? I can hug myself. Like, it's so comfy. It's awesome. Chris is gonna hang out in the scrap basket. Rita wants to knit on your stuff. But you got a request for summer socks, so you're gonna have to do that. Okay. Summer socks, though, do you do them in wool, or would you do that in something else to not be too warm? Maybe. It was raining for 2 days, and then you went to the CN Towers and had dinner. That's expensive dinners in a fancy place high up in the sky. Rita still needs to clean the kitchen. Oh, your brother's been making food again. Yeah, no, like that can wait for a bit. Socks does have priority, right? Because summer is coming. Yeah. So, and I don't want to. I know people are probably gonna like come in now and a little later and whatnot. I don't want to start too early with things. So I'm just, should we talk about what I've done this week, or should we wait for a few minutes? I want to know what you guys are doing. And what should I be working on today? I have started something new. I could be working on that, but that would maybe, possibly, leave me to need to frog things, because that's what I did the other day. Where is that one? Now I am lost in my little... Maybe I have left stuff in the kitchen. Yeah, no, that project bag is not here. So I have a project bag missing. So I can't be working on that unless I go far away to find it. So we have one shawl that we're not going to be working on today. Yeah. I can live in the sweater. You have yarn for it and you bought a pattern. Awesome. Tank is here. You can't turn the volume up, so you can only see the chat on your way home. Well, in that case, let's say... let's do that. So in case Tank cannot have volume up, then I say hi to Tank like this. You're not going to clean the kitchen now, but you're doing it before you're going to bed. Sounds like a plan. What is that white on the top thing in your shelf? Could it be that weird? Is this what you're spying, Rita? With your little eye? Yeah, what is that? What is that that's hanging out over there? And it might have a friend that looks the same. Cause yeah, this week was a bit of a different week. Hello, Debbie Graybert. How are you? Happy Sunday. Oh, and yes, Rita, you are still the chat queen. You are still holding the crown. Thank you, Nightbot, for keeping an eye on that for me. Because why not? We can talk Puffstitches. Let's dig in Puffstitches. So you guys might know that I have a commission cardigan that I call Puffstitch Purgatory, but that's not what it's actually named. But I put all my pieces in this little cute IKEA bag with bats. Hello, Cliff. Happy Sunday. Bow to the Queen Rita. So you guys know that I have been not in, puffs are not my favorite thing to do. But what is the progress looking now? These pieces need to be blocked before assembly. But this is a sleeve. It needs to be blocked into shape and then I think seamed up like that and added to it, and then cuffs added to it. So I have one sleeve finished. I do have, I believe this is hood. Yeah, the hoodie part. So we got a hoodie, and then we got another sleeve. So we have all the parts, and this one is kind of big. Let's get the other pieces down here. But yeah, so I have assembled the panels. The panels are assembled to how they're supposed to be. And this is what this is going to look like. So front panels will be attached up on top like so. So there's an opening to attach the sleeve part, but then everything else, front panels and back panels are all connected. So now they need to be blocked into shape. So that's progress on puffies. The assembly, and no ends, you guys. I have taken care of ends. There's no ends anywhere to be seen. So yeah, I have been good on that part also. It was pretty much like assemble 2 pieces and sew in the ends, and then take the next 2 pieces and sew in the end. Because it would have been too much to try and figure it out after, or like do all the ends at once because it's so boring. But yeah, we do see the largest square. Here we have medium, small, and the mini squares. We can see all of them in frame. Maybe it's easier when it's not. But yeah, we have all these fun sizes of squares. It's looking awesome, but I do not like puffs. Then again, like I guess this was some type of therapy for puffs and making them more, I don't know, tolerable. Making a lot of them kind of makes it more of like an automated situation thing. So it didn't feel too bad. Yeah, Rita's still the queen. Yeah, Cliff, I heard something. Jessica couldn't be quiet, so I heard something about that. Jessica is gonna send me some happy mail, and apparently it's delayed because something else is going to be shipped through her to me. Yeah, she couldn't be quiet about that. I already know. Thank you guys. Hello, Craft Mod. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? D Yummy Elmo. Hello, you're heading to the scrap basket while you work on things. Well, you be comfy over there. I'm a speed crocheter. So what else have I done this week? I actually started something and finished it pretty much in one day. So I got me a little spring doily type of thing. It's like a pinwheel center. This was just me finding a crochet diagram on somewhere, Pinterest, because I needed something and not to think, really. I just needed to look at pattern, crochet. I can't really say that it's like if I do it again, I would have done, I guess, the colors in reverse or maybe totally other colors. I have done a pinwheel. What's it called? That one's thicker. It's like because it's 3 layers in these spirally parts. Is it like a pot holder or like, yeah, to put pots and pans on? But that one is more solid, so that one protects the surface way better. This is more, the lacy part in the center, and these are not as big, so I don't feel like this could work for that. It's kind of chunky here, so I don't know if you'd put it down, if you could put like something on it. It's cushiony, but it's yeah. So I did that. And then we have Friends of the Week, and I've started something new. We're getting there. Happy Mail is fun. 481 rings. That's a few rings. Yeah, that's all I know. You're gonna send me mail when you remember, so Mom can send it to Mini Me when she's done with one thing. Oh, that's really sweet of you, Rita. Mini My. Yeah. I have maybe a cold coming. I have a sore throat. I woke up with that, and I'm feeling there's something. But Mini Me has been sick for a few days, and she is very like sniffly, coughing to the point of like all the mucus is coming up. So that happened yesterday and today. So Mini Me sick, and I know that I'm not feeling 100%. So I don't know if we're gonna keep this as we're not going for 6 hours tonight. I need to rest. And with my throat being a little bit sore, I am worried about my voice being able to like keep up for very long. So yeah, I guess it's gonna be maybe aiming at 3-4 hours. We'll see. But I'm feeling that's possible. We have the same amount of people as we have thumbs up right now, as far as I can see. That's really awesome. That is really awesome. And I know Chris K is gonna love this because we were talking about cardigans or tops in lighter weight yarns not too long ago. And I know there was other people also asking for that. So I finally started on something for myself. And this is the yarn. I got my twisters out. You can probably see a little bit of yellow in the center still. And we got light pink and then dark pink and then blue and then teal. So this is the yarn. And we have a pretty good size hole in it. But it's a very different type of hexagon cardigan. I don't know if I'm going to make it into like a pullover or if it's going to be an actual cardigan. I haven't figured that much out yet. I have, however, done blankets in this pattern before, but this is an alteration of the pattern. And then I also have seen other people doing other variations. I don't know how I'm going to make it. But what we have right now is this. So you can see that we have a sleeve and then, you know, this part over here, or the start of it. And I'm using a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook with loose tension. So you could probably, if you're a tight hooker, you'd probably go for like maybe 3.75 or 4 millimeter or something like that. The color of said twister is color number 47. I know it's called Deja Vu. And it's the same yarn as the Yarn Art Flowers. So if you guys know about hexagon cardigans, you know that there's 6 points to a hexagon and it's folded like this. So it's actually looking like this. It doesn't lay flat if I did 2 extra corners. So it's the baby blanket pattern with a couple of added stitches to it. And that's why it's folding up nicely. So that's what we're starting with. So I have 2 of these in this colorway, and then I have a bunch of the solid outside teal color so that I can just continue with solid colors at the end. But we will see how it ends up. I'm going to start making the 2 side panels to the point where I think this is nice for like the circumference, or you know, around my arm here. And I know that this part here is going to be too small still at that point. So I might do mini squares of just this center piece, because there's a little bit, you see that this border here is a nice looking square. So I might just do a couple of the squares and make a back panel, like a center back panel in a bunch of these squares. Or I might do something else. I haven't decided yet, because I don't know how much yarn it's going to take to make these panels, how much yarn I will have at that point, or what I think it's looking like. So this is the start of my cardigan. And I did start yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I was in a weird mood. I was in there was a lot of things there's been a lot of things going on. But I frogged twice. I usually don't frog very often, but I messed up. I messed up bad. So I had to frog. I left it and I frogged it this morning, and then I realized that I did another mistake this morning. So all mistakes are now taken care of. It's all good now. Now I can continue and not worry too much about it. And I can definitely sit here and crochet on that one today, since I have used that pattern for a couple of blankets. I want to say I at least done 2 blankets of the Doodad by Hooked on Sunshine, and this is just a variation of it. Maybe I've done 3 blankets. I have done a couple of baby blankets in this pattern. So I'm very familiar with that one and her other patterns, because that's my go-to blanket designer, which makes it a little easier. I don't really need to pay attention too much, but apparently I need to pay more attention than I did since I had to frog twice. You're gonna send me an email later, Rita? That sounds like a good plan. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, if you were here, I want to say was it last Sunday or was it one of the pop-ups I did? I know we haven't seen Spoon yet today. Spoon's probably sleeping and will appear here in a bit. But we already had a little mentioning of this, the new friend of the week. I do tend to talk about the volcano on Iceland, to the point of that has become a little bit of a laughing thing here. But it's also apparently now a safe word for when I start to talk about things that Spoon thinks is, no, we're not going to talk about this. So volcano, volcano, volcano is the safe word. So can we guess what this might be? It's a snow-covered mountain that flips to become a volcano. Like, why not? Right? It just felt like this was the thing that needed to happen, so that we have, if it's all good, it's all peachy, whatnot, and then we need a safe word, and then we pop out the volcano. And why do I have two? Well, you can see that there's a difference in size, and the pattern required eyes and face. So I did eyes and face, but everyone that has been using safety eyes, they have stuff on the backside, right? So with stuff on the backside, there's not that much space. So it kind of looks really wonky, and I have a hard time hiding the other part inside of it. So we have this is the first one I did, a mini volcano with a little bit of a face. But I'm not happy with how it turned out. So now we have two. We have one with the eyes and one without. The volcano that blew. Yeah. So, hello, Susan Burke. So that's why we have this one. And I did, like, all of the stitches here is added after I attached them together, because I was like, there's no way I can't fit everything. So I added, like, how many rows? Like 6 rows to have it, so that I can fit everything. Here we can see that this is, yeah, we have this extra part that wasn't a part of the pattern. That was just me trying to save it in a way. And we can do the same with this one. So it's just 2 cones attached, and then all the fun stuff on the tops. Good night, Marcus. Sweet dreams and stuffs. It did turn out really good. It did. I did use the same yarn for both. I did go up in hook size to make this one. That's the only difference. And also, I didn't do the face. But, trial and error. I wasn't happy with one, so we redid it. So that the old, like the one that's not good, it's hanging out in this basket. And then we have the proper one hanging out over there. So that's what I did. Should we put this one up here because we did that one this week? Covering everything. Yeah, I guess we don't need to see that one or the other stuff. We see them all the time. So who's in the mood to hang out in the scrap basket and work some on that? What was it that I finished? Oh, right. I finished this one not too long ago. We did talk about this last week, I think. So I finished the Asteria. And the vajayjay doily is finished. But I did get some leftover grain. So that ended up in the scrap basket pile. So we added to it. And also the leftovers of this top is also now in the scrap basket pile. We do have this much green and this much mint is what we have left from the cardigan. Because I did color control 2 skeins of yarn, and this is the only of the last. I could not get it enough with this one, so. And this is what we have left from the vajayjay doily. So we have that added to play with. We're going to need sections soon. Fruits and veggies, sea creatures, landmarks, and so on. Well, yeah, maybe. Hello, MP. You're liking the volcano. That's awesome. New colors is great. It is. I don't get that many new colors. I have been, with making all these new vegetables and stuff, I have been digging into the cottons behind here. But I did sort them yesterday. And some, like, there's a lot of colors that we already have on the tray, so I don't feel like they are needed to be pulled out from there just yet. Let's get us down to fall over, but not too fall over. We can have this one hanging out over here. You can get a little sneak peek of that one as we're doing things here. This one can sit here and be pretty, right? We want to see this a little bit because it lives up here. I had just put the skein down, so we can have a little sneak peek, maybe something like that. Oh, there's stuff all over the place here. Oh, right, we need to. Oh, and this is what we have of the skein number 3 from the Puffstitch cardigan. So I have this much left, and I have not gone into number 4 yet. I don't know if I'm going to be needing to jump into number 4, but I do have 4 mega skeins to work with. Move you over to there so we can get the yarn bowl over here. And what did we have in here? We have a hook. We have gray. We have red. And we have somewhere pink. We left with a really pretty color combination, and we have been using all of them since over here. So almost not a half around yet, but not too far from it. Hello, Bud Files. Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? And we're moving you to the side because you are causing issues. I don't like that button. I haven't done anything about it yet. So if I kick myself out, yeah, then yell at me because it's my own fault that I haven't changed the mouse button to kick me out of StreamYard if I accidentally hit it. The one on the side where I hold my thumb. Yeah, I haven't done anything about that yet. My own fault. But we're trying to avoid kicking myself out of StreamYard. Even though I bet you guys are giggling every time I do it. Because it's a silly thing to do. Cut gray. I didn't get a scissor out, but I have a scissor here. Cut gray. Add teal. Thrifty Crocheter. Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? Gray goes over here with boring colors. Do we have any teal with sparkles or something in here? We have purple and red. with sparkles. So yeah, no teal with sparkles. We have that tealy color. Oh, let's do this also. Is that the only thing? We've got some minty colors. That could be a light teal type color. Blues, 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 minty blues, minties. Yeah, okay. 1 or 2, light or dark. Tank is home. Home and in the house. Nice. It's a little warm in this one. It's so cozy. It's really cozy. Yeah. I like this one. I'm all comfy. I'm so comfy. We're going for dark. By the look of your votes at this point. A few more stitches before the gray is totally out, so I can put them in here and give you a minute or two to figure out which color we're going to pick. You had a wonderful weather this weekend. Grateful for that. Spent time off with family. That sounds really nice. Really nice. We have not had good weather here. It's been raining, and then it's been raining, and then it was raining a little bit more. More votes for number 1. Number 1 it is. Dark. This is leftovers from a baby blanket that is hanging out behind me that we cannot currently see, but all the vegetables are sitting on top of it. So you have definitely seen the baby blanket. So, what has everyone been doing this week? How has things been? Do I have any updates on apartments? Yes, I do. I do have. Nothing is. There's no like good news, but there's updates at least. I have a possible apartment that I signed up my interest and with all my points because I have a lot of points. I am number 1 on this apartment. So on Tuesday, I will go to pretty much an open house viewing thing, and it's usually like the top 2 to 5 people that gets invited. So if it looks good, after I've seen it, then I might go for it. But it totally depends on what it looks like. It looks good on paper. It's got 2 bedrooms, living room, kitchen, a bathroom, and a balcony. I like everything looks good. The rent it's the right price. It's maybe just not in the neighborhood I want to be. So that yeah, that's a little bit like I don't know if that's a neighborhood I want to be in. But I would have Mini-Me's daycare within walking distance. The gas station where I normally go and pick up all my Hobie orders is the closest store. So I would have no problem whatsoever to go and pick up my Hobies. And then there's like a little convenience store also not that far away. So I have everything that like the necessities close by. and it's probably like one of the closest places I could get to Mini-Me's daycare. If I get further away, then I probably need to use the bus or something, or, well, yeah, there's other things to think about in that aspect, but I don't know. It looks good on paper. That's all I know. I'll know more on Tuesday. It's the third weekend in a row that it's raining out. Oh no. You're putting Cornelius together now. Did you redo the pickaxe in the right size? You've been working hard on Cornelius. I thought you were making a basket. Well, yes, we are making a basket. It's probably a little bit squished because it's kind of tall. But it's a basket. Maybe it's time to start thinking about the handles situation. I don't know. It kind of feels like maybe this is a good size. I was thinking about it the other day. Like, I wanted to go for the height to be the same as the base. But we still have some, but I don't know. Kind of feels like this is a good size. And putting handles on it now would be good. And then we can always start a new one. Yeah, no, move in at that place would be, what did it say? July. But I could always inform them that I can move sooner than that, depending on whenever the people in there is going to move out. Because usually you have a 3-month notice type of situation. So, but I don't know if there's any, if they're going to like repaint something or redo something, then the landlord will need some time to be able to do that part if needed. You're working on a rectangle granny square blanket and doing laundry. I will not have a car. I have a car, but I am trying to get rid of said car because, yeah, no, I haven't used that car in a long time. It's not starting right now. That's one of the reasons it's not just already gone, because I need to make sure that it starts. And yeah. What type of handles? Well, I'm thinking about just, I don't know, do a chain for a bit, skip a couple of stitches, and do the same on the other side, and just continue for a few rows. Kind of. Nothing really fancy. You're itching to use some of Jessica's yarns? Tunisian handles? How would I do Tunisian handles? I don't know. You got an order for a baby hat. Nothing big, but yay. Yes, yay. That is awesome. Oh, I moved some stuff earlier because Mini-Me was all over the place. And now I'm sitting kicking things that I don't want to kick. Oh, wait. The project bag that was missing. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. It was just on top of something that I put underneath the desk. So, yeah, awesome. I thought I'd seen it somewhere. You got an order for a boho poncho. That is awesome, Tank. Yeah, the only order I have right now that I'm working on is the puff stitches. I have 2 kids. But big kid lives with his dad because they have better schools where he is. And he just turned 13 last week. Big kid. Growing up too fast. Good thing with that, though, is there's good buses to go to where he's at. So I don't need a car for that either. So we did that one. Should that one hang out over there? And Volcano. I did them this week. So makes of the week gets featured. And get to hang out in the basket. You need a break from the sock knitting, so what's the break going to be? What will you do instead? I have no idea how many stitches we have in this one. How about we figure out, let's get some stitch markers out and see if we can figure out this whole or should we just recklessly eyeball it and say handle should be between here and there and kind of same difference? Maybe crochet? Sounds good. So how long should handle be? I'm thinking I want to be able to fit my hand through. So $20 stitches. Is that a good number? Sounds like a good number to me. So we got 20 stitches there. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 36, 37. Calculator-ish. I have ish numbers. No, wait, what did I say? I had said that. So ish 58 stitches. Let's. So 58 would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58. So where did I put the stitch markers? There. And from there, we're going 20 stitches. Okay. I have, where did I put the hook? There's the hook. What did I pull down? Scissor. I moved scissor. Throwing things. Awesome. So let's do 20 stitches. She's not cussing, she's counting. Yeah, yes, I was counting. 3, 6. Why does it feel like chains is so much longer than single crochets? Okay, so we're skipping those stitches, and then we're going from here. Counting is not eyeballing. No, I know. I know. It was easier than I thought to just figure out ish what I was supposed to do. But we will have a good size handle because I can definitely fit my hand in with no problem. So that's all good. Why is the red tangling around the pink? Why is red not playing nice over here? Stupid. Stupid. Play nice! Hello, Elaine. Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. What are you doing? Are you crafting today? Yeah, this red one is going to be an issue. We're just going to... Oh, we actually just got to a full round of red without me noticing. But that's where we're at. Red never play nice. Is it for an idea to do that? To play nice? Elaine is crocheting. What are you crocheting? Even the other color don't like pink. Are you saying you don't like pink, Chris? Lap blanket. Any fun colors to that lap blanket? Playing nice is not for that color. Well, maybe that's why the devil horns are red. Because that's a sign of not playing nice. Maybe? Possibly? Could be. Could be that reason. Pink is just a perversion of red. What did pink ever do to you? Red's not playing nice, and pink is... You guys. I don't think Granny D was on. And there was something, I think... I heard something the other day that she wasn't going live yesterday or today. but I honestly don't know if she was here because I was just prepping to go live, and then I saw like 10 people waiting, and so I did start a little early. But whether or not Granny was on, I didn't check. So I don't know. Which is the tangly part of the red? That one. Let's pull you away. Oh. Kind of feel like maybe we should just use up the red so that we are over and done with it not wanting to play nice. But there's still some red left, so. Rita's working on a somebody. What it will be, I have no idea, but it's red. A red somebody. And you don't know. A red somebody. What could be red? Red, I feel. Fox, maybe? What else do we have that could look good as red? And it does need to be a somebody, because a somebody could definitely be red. Anyone else has any good ideas? Red animals. I don't know. Pink equals doll's clothes. Is there any colors Mini-Me don't like? Mini-Me is more of like green and blues and purples, not so much pinks. Yeah, more, I don't know, either boyish colors or just not the like girly stuff. She does like rainbows though. Cut red and throw it away. Well, okay, we're cutting the red. Not sure about the throwing it away. I'll probably just remake this little mess. Checked her community. It did not say anything about today, just yesterday. Oh, okay. Red heart, no red good. Oh, you mean red? Oh, yeah, okay. Look in the book for ideas, but it might become a bunny, depending on what the head of the somebody wants to become. Well, I'm thinking like you could definitely do a red bunny, and only like, yeah, fox is the only thing I'm really thinking about, like red animals. Speaking of red and colors, what's the next color going to be, guys? What are we going? We got teal and we got light pink. Where are we going? Where are we going? Mint. Well, we do have the color that is the bottom of the top. And then we have these more minty type colors. Yep. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, or 4. Maybe a bear. A red bear, yeah. There's they're called red pandas and they're like really tiny. I've seen them at the zoo. I'm kind of liking the idea of putting this one in now, since we did put a lot of greens for St. Patrick's Day. We got Easter colors in, and now I just finished this top. So it kind of feels like it makes sense to put this in right now. So I'm liking the idea, and it looks like you guys are also into it because I can only see ones. I only see ones. Yes, red pandas are adorable. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're using this one. Also nice to get this color changed now before the handle, because I don't want to do color changes mid chaining handle part. Hello, Linda. How are you doing today? Thanks for all the thumbs up, everyone. Really appreciate that, and so does apparently YouTube. So you move to the side, and I get into there. It's 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And let's skip the same amount of stitches. 6. There we go. Rita, you could make a red and white skunk instead of a black and white one. That you could. Why does the yarns want to tangle today? Yep, they are definitely in the tangly mood. It's a tangly mess over here. So what else is red? Do we have any other red animals that could look good as a somebody? It feels like there should be some, like reddish brown stuff. I just can't think of any. Do we have any animals living on the savannah? Like a gazelle or something that has a reddish type color. So you can make like a something that doesn't need ears, but maybe antlers, or antlers and ears. Do we have any reddish toned beavers? Were they all brown? Because you could make a fun tail from a beaver. Beaver tail is fun. You don't think Daisy will care what color it is? Well, you know who you're giving it to more than anyone else. I'm just thinking what type of animal could red yarn want to become? Red cat, cheetah, spots, and giraffe with spots. She is 3, so she loved the blue dino she got. Well, could it become a dino? A dino bunny? Or somebody dino? Or would that be weird to get another dino? somebody. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. So I have another little question in my own head. To make the handles extra, I don't know, not stiff, but durable, or I don't know, should I get another piece of something to add for to put next to this as I crochet over it for a little bit of, don't know, a thought that crossed my mind. Rowan horse. Is that a horse breed? Rowan horse? Yeah, it will make it stronger. You get what I'm trying to say. I just don't know what I'm trying to say. Would like a 8/4 cotton strand be good enough? Maybe. That one's not opened. Do I have any other thicker yarns? I know I have something somewhere. Just needs to find it. Here we got thicker pink yarn. Thicker pink yarn. That's what we're using to. Should I double it up, or do you think it's enough with just one strand to go inside of the handle part? Or should I do something even thicker? Rowan is a color of a reddish brown. Oh. You would double. Okay. So let's do that. Should I start a little bit beforehand? Yeah, let's do that. Just because I can. There's Hello, Molly. How are you doing today? That's not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do it the other way around. I don't even know what I'm doing. How has your week been, Molly? Rowan horse is a pretty color. It doesn't ring any bells to me, so I don't really know if I've seen one. I might have seen one, just not, knowing that fancy word of you guys are using. You keep listening to Mom. She's watching a movie in the living room, but we need help when she wants to go to bed. Yes, Mom needs help when she needs help. And we do everything to get Mom safely to bed. No more accidents with that hips and stuff of hers, because we want you to move here soon. Have you heard anything new about any apartments or something yet? Five weeks and 7 more weeks of being careful. Yep. She definitely needs to be careful. And not to be teasing or anything, but I have already figured out what's going to be next week's friend of the week. And it's going to cause a lot of laughs. That is a promise I can give you. There's some laughs to next week's friend. No news about apartment yet. You need one to stay in for a while. Yeah. Yeah, prices are probably not going to go down for a little bit, unfortunately. I can say as much as we're going back to animals next week. So the mess in the veggie aisle is currently cleaned up, I think. You broke your foot in August and still have pain sometimes. Oh yeah, that can hang in for a bit. Anything like hurting yourself can be stubborn and don't want to go away. I've never broken anything, so I can't, speak of the whole breaking things and how bad that feels. I just know like hurting myself can hurt for a long time. Like getting stomped on the foot by a horse a bunch of years ago. It was in the winter, so the horse had some extra like spikes attached under the shoe, and they were square shape, like a little metal peg. I got that just a little bit above my big toe. I still can see that square to this day. When I get cold feet, I do see that like shape still showing. So it's kind of like a permanent bruise. Hopefully Granny D will get to go to her brother's house next week. So she might be out of rehab or just a visitation type of thing. No, let's hope they're moving her over there for a bit. Because I'm guessing it's easier for her family to help care for her in that way. Yeah, I don't recommend getting stomped on by a horse. And I was only like wearing sneakers, no stable boots. But I wasn't the one that was supposed to be riding, or I wasn't riding. I was just helping out for a bit with a friend that was going to be out riding. So I didn't expect to, yeah, it was very unplanned. You just want to get an apartment and go home. Yep. Yeah, you need to come home soon so we can hang out. Finally sitting down for a bit. Maybe time for some bougie beverages. Is that what we're seeing there? Cheers. Remember to hydrate, everyone. That's looking good, right? Good size too. Yeah, no, that's a good size of a handle part. I was standing in the way. No, I wasn't really standing in the way. I was just standing holding the horse for a second. because my friend needed to go and pick something up. So I was just holding the horse for a bit. Okay, let's work our way over to the other side now and fix the other handle. You've been going since early, ready to chillax. Sounds like a plan. Yep, that sounds like a good plan. So, I have a friend for next week figured out. I have started this new hexagon cardigan for myself. So I have this one to keep me busy for a bit. We see the first color changes from the yellow to the pink already in it. And blocking of the puffs is next in line. Then after that, it's needing more assembly and cuffs and trims and buttons. I ordered buttons yesterday, so that will hopefully be here by Tuesday or something. I think my goal is to finish the cardigan before the 23rd, because I have an opportunity to deliver it at that point. So that should be working out, I think, which gives me not just time to finish it, but also for you guys to see it when it's finished. We need to cut another piece of yarn for the other side. There we go. But yeah, so we should be able to see it some before I deliver it. Can I hear cheers? We're having a lot of beverages in the chat right now. Oh, and you guys, how can I be this stupid? We're hanging out in the scrap basket, but you guys are also hanging out in the scrap basket. So we need to go and look over there. Yay! And who knows? We might have woken up people in the scrap basket. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes people fall out of the scrap basket when we shake it. But yes, cheers to everyone. Same here. A lot of cheers. John's hiding in the orange one sleeping. Maybe he is. Or he's just hiding cleaning his workshop, or making it look like he's cleaning his workshop. Walking around and looking at the wood, hoping it's going to move by itself from one end to the other or something. It's an art to work, but not work, but make it look like you work. Some people can definitely do that. Some people have mastered the Make it look like you're working without working. He's pretending to clean is the correct way to say it. Yeah, pretending to clean. Maybe. Trying to get the handles to be extra tight tension. So I'm going to definitely feel this in my hand later. Keeping the stitches tight. Higher than the count. Yep. There's always those people at the office. They master that skill quite well. Yes, they do. If only that would work everywhere. Make it look like you're working, but you're not really doing anything. Then again, sometimes you actually need to get the work done. He's busy cleaning the wood. He didn't have the ears shut off, or someone told him. Someone told him that we were whispering about him, or he actually heard us. Are we busted? Look at that, he's alive. Is it the speak of the devil? Hello, Gloria. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? They're going to spend more time and effort not working than actually just doing the work. That's also very true. Now we're finished with that scrap yarn. Let's go back over there with that one. Doesn't need to be all over. You never whisper, you talk loud. Yeah, no need to yelling here. John heard us either way. Or something. Who ratted me out? No, I'm just kidding. Divergent Crafter, are you hanging out in the scrap basket? How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Hope all is good. So we have now 2 handles. Looking good, looking good. Cut pink, add gray. We're getting the gray back out. Cut pink. Pink going back there, and we did have a bunch of different grays. That's the gray we recently took out, but we also have some other shades of gray. That one's a dark shade, and I think, is that the same? Very similar, very, very similar. I don't really, there might be a little bit of a difference in those, but not a lot at all. So 1, 2, 3, or 4 to go with minty and teal. And the minty one, we will not be cutting because it just needs to be in there. Since I finished the top, it just needs to be there as a little friendly reminder. Hello, Sprue. How are you doing? I see some votes for number 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you're insecure of what we're talking about, the colors. And always lowest number, highest number. Feeling like a bag of buttholes today. What did you do, or what happened, or how come you're feeling that? We're seeing a lot of 4s. A lot of 4s. You go back into the bag over here. And then we're using that one. Oh, that looks nice. Mints and teals. Get over here again. You worked overtime and yeah. Mm-hmm. Were you lonely though? I don't think you were, but yeah, I get that. Sometimes timing is everything, right? Oh, there we go. Twist and turn and work all the way around. So I'm thinking, I don't know, 5 rows or something before we're getting to a point where the handles has a good size. So we might actually, are we finishing this one tonight? I don't think so, but we're clearly getting closer and closer to the end. Add the picture in my group. Rita wants to see Cornelius. Jessica, are you sharing pictures of Cornelius with us? She doesn't have Facebook, but she can send them to me through Discord, and I can show you guys. Thank you, Jessica. I'm liking these colors. It's really, really looking good with this minty color and the teal. Good combination. But you guys are not seeing the things that's hanging out being featured today. We're not seeing the doily. It's kind of hidden in here. And so is the little volcano. It's hidden. They're here. They are here, hanging out. My hand is so not happy. All the really extra tight tension over the handles, I think, is what's doing it. But then again, Jessica just posted the picture. So let's pull pictures out. Uh-uh. And the other one. Okay, and let's share. Where do we got you? Over there, we got Cornelius. So Cornelius has earmuffs and a hat and a beard and a backpack and a pickaxe and cute little pockets. And then also, that's the back of Cornelius with a backpack and a little blanket. Yeah, real lumberjack. Awesome job. So there we go. That's Cornelius. Stop the basket if it's hurting me. I just need to wiggle my fingers a little bit. Oh, good morning, Spoon. You'll be back in a few. Your oldest is crying and doesn't want to go to school today. Well, Spoon, I have something to cheer you up, and maybe not gonna cheer your kid up. I picked Friend of the Week thinking about Spoon. So I needed to do that. When you return, you have happy news too. Awesome! Spoon has awesome news, and Spoon will hopefully enjoy the new Friend of the Week. Just because it turned out to it's a lot of jokes about it, so we needed to do something about it. Could Spoon's happy news be mail arriving? Maybe. She has packages going her way, so. You have to elevate your feet a bit before Michi's party. Yes. Are you gonna lay down and get all comfy, Tank? There's always a party at Michi's place. Probably Hobie meal. It's a possibility. She did recently order some Hobie again. Spoon has she's a good shopper. And then she likes to blame me for it. You're gonna hang out on the futon and chillax for a little bit. Are you gonna listen to us when you do that? Listen and hang out. Yeah, you're still gonna be here. Oh, by the way, Tank, you said that you were in the car earlier. Did you do anything fun outside of the house today? I don't think you said anything other than that you were on the way home. The mint is not that far from done. So soon we need to pick a new color. You guys can start thinking about a new color that goes with the dark gray and the dark teal when the mint runs out. You took honey to Mexican. Oh, that's nice. So you got yourself some good food. A nice way to spend Sunday. Not cooking. Chris is saying mustard yellow. Mustard yellow, teal, and gray. Yeah, that can definitely look good together. Question is, do I have mustard yellow still on the tray? Because we did have that a lot in the beginning. I know I have more of it. So that's not a problem at all. You sent a picture in the group, in the Facebook group, of foods? Or did you send it in the chats? You haven't left the bed? Oh, well, at least in bed, you're probably as comfortable as can be when you got aches and cramps and stuffs. Can you at least do something from there? Like maybe some crochet or something to entertain your fingers while being very bored in bed, or just want to sleep it out? Watch TV or something is probably a good thing also when you're just laying there and being bored. Really pretty colors. Okay. I'll check their tank. I'll get to the end of the minty. I only got the suggestion for the mustard yellow so far. No other suggestions. So I can get some colors up and see if we have, because I know we have two different yellowy colors that could work for that. And while you decide, I can go and find the picture. You have crocheted some and watched a movie. Oh yeah, mood swings, crying. Don't watch Ordinary Angels unless you're okay with crying. Noted. And sometimes you just feel like you need to get emotions out. So, on purpose, watching things that might make you get all these emotions to bubble up, definitely a good thing to do. Because once in a while, it's just nice to get, like, blow off some steam or just cry it out. Once in a while, you need that. So, there we go. I'm pretty finished with the minties. So let's move it to the side over there and see we have this like more golden, and then we have that yellow, and it's slightly mustardy, but that's the 1 and 2 we have to play with. And now let's go find picture from tank. and see what we have to play with over there. Yeah, she's trying to make me hungry. Like all the avocado over there is looking like it needs to come to me. It just has to come to me. Crying has been in the picture of Rita's. We need it. Yes. We need it. Once in a while you need it. You need to like get rid of it. Mm -mm. And there was another picture also of more foodsies. Because yes, that kind of gives me like vibes of when we order kebab in Sweden. It's like all a layer of fries, and then it's like the kebab meat on top, and then a red sauce and a white sauce and vegetables. It kind of looks a bit the same, but it looks like the fries is on top of something here, and we would have the fries underneath the meat. And then we'd have like on the side, kind of like on the side here, it would be shredded lettuce, a couple of tomato slices, some cucumber slices, and usually onions. Yeah, some yellow or red onion in either. It's not like slices; it's like half a slice, so kind of like a rainbow shape. That's a common size of the onions, and a white and a red sauce. Yeah, but I'm guessing this is not the same type of thing. It's just the kebab style foods is very common here. Uh-uh. Just check in so we're not missing anything while we're out and about here and seeing some. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything else that we're missing out on. But color wise, it sounds like you guys want color number 2. So we're going for color number 2. Good job, guys. Deciding in things while I was doing other things. Good teamwork. Awesome teamwork. Hello, Mary King. Jessica needs to go yarn shopping. What are we shopping for? Are you taking us? Let's. I think someone is pushing buttons that wasn't supposed to be pushed. Maybe. Maybe someone is happy on buttons today. Yes, oops, she did it again. ABD has a thing for accidentally pushing buttons and starting phone calls when there's no need for phone calls. Yep. The other story you get to choose if you want to share or not, but it was a funny thing that happened when she was accidentally pocket dialing last time. Yep. You need yarn for the hat. You need a boysenberry color. That's a very specific color. And you said baby hat. Are we thinking cotton or acrylics, or what yarn are we thinking? Boysenberry is a nice color. You've been looking on pages to find out why that kuka yarn has wooden beads on it? I don't know. I don't know what the yarn that is. Like, is it a lot of beads in it? Like there's yarns that has sequins? Like a lot spread into it? Wooden beads. Kaboo. That's a or that's a cotton bamboo blend, right? That would be good for a baby hat. Bamboo is really nice and soft and silky. Definitely kid friendly. Beads are tied, so you can take it out. Yes, send some pictures and we'll take a look. Very interesting. So how do you know that we're getting closer and closer to actually finish this first scrap basket? And what are we thinking about starting a new one? Should we go for a different size next time, or do we think this is a good size for baskets? Maybe we should do like I did the pumpkins that has 3 different sizes. So maybe we should go for a small and a medium, and this is the large. Maybe. You think yarn art jeans would be a good baby yarn? It's like, yeah, that's also a soft one. You're gonna take some more pictures. Yeah, I need to take a lot of pictures and put pictures up of this so you can get some good details. You let me know that when you've put the pictures in that you were planning to put, Rita, so we don't miss out on anything. So that yarn, is that a yarn that you got in Sweden, or where did you find it? Because I didn't recognize the name. You have 4 blue and 2 red. Okay, let's go over to the Discords and check out what we have over there. Definitely looks like it has more than beads, though. We do have the other things in there. It looks like some type of leaves, almost. Is that what we're seeing? I think it looks leafy. Definitely probably for some type of effect is my guess. But I do not recognize the I do not recognize this brand. It's ice yarns, but you found them in your charity shop. Yeah, because those leaves also look that they're in there. So you got, what's the fabric? Or what's the fiber? It looks, it almost looks like it's chain spun, but I don't think it is. So there we see more of the leaves and also the beads. It feels like it would be a good effect on somehow. This almost looks like eyes. It looks like little eyes. It's cute. I have never seen anything like this, but it definitely looks like it has leaves and beads. So how are you going to try and work that up? More pictures are popping up in different places. Let's. Mm, 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 mm. Tank, can I show the pictures you just posted? You posted a picture of something you've been working on. And that one actually looks like cookie limelight. Tank is working on a small poncho that was ordered yesterday. Yeah, another boho type of poncho. But it does really look like cookie limelight. Don't know what color way you're using, but it definitely looks like it. Very, very similar. So there we go. Yeah, the beads are very, very confusing. The beads would be uncomfortable. I guess it depends, because since they are kind of like, yeah, roll it with it melange is the same as the cookie. If you put the beads on one side of the fabric, so they're just hanging out, like not on the inside, only on the outside, then yeah, that would definitely be less uncomfortable. So Tank, this is what I think you're using. This exact colorway. That's what I think you're using. It might look differently because the roll with it cakes are smaller. And if you'd go to Serdar Jewel Spun, I don't know if this colorway is available, but this colorway is, it's the same yarn. I just like I talk about the Hobie Twister, Yarn Art Flowers, and there's another color or another yarn I think is a same yarn, different name. I don't know if Chris found the way over to the Discords. Good afternoon, Moonrose. Let's get a new, I can get, we can drop a link to the Discords. And for anyone wanting to join it, I can pin it. It sure looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, this is only, well, the cookie version is Järbo, the Swedish brand. So this is what I get at my local grocery store occasionally. But all the stats, I've looked at it. Everything looks like the Serdar Jewel Spun and Roll With It melange. And I know that Bag O' Day has done a little comparison. Some of them seem to be colors of all of them, and some colors are yeah, some are just, I guess, brand, or like, yeah, brand specific, whatnot. They call this Limelight, but it's also color number 46 to 14. Yeah, 46214. But it's called Limelight on the Hobby website. It's really cute and fuzzy and nice. It's got a little halo to it, and it is roving style, and there is some bits that is thinner. And I do know that people are not happy with the thinner bits, but that's the nature of this yarn, that it is thicker and thinner. So I don't, yeah, there's, why is people upset if they just read the description that there's thicker and thinner parts? Yeah, I'm sorry. But that's just like, if you don't look at what you're buying, you can't complain at what you bought unless you read the description. Kinda, maybe a little bit like that. You keep forgetting Discord, but it's a fantastic way to keep in contact. Yes, you have your phone, so it's easy. I also have it in my phone. And you can also do like video calls and conference calls in Discord. So you can do a lot of things in there. What colors are that one? The cookie cake, I did say the name of it. Little Knits did have jewel tones. Yeah. You're going to be right back. You're going to go and check before you forget. Yeah, you have, sometimes you just need to remember things, or do things while you remember them. I need to remember words. That would be a good start. Remembering words. You have another color. It's more of a wine color. Could it be the reddish purpley color that I'm making my Tunisian cardigan out of? Because that's a cookie. Good afternoon, Steve. How are you doing? That's what it is. The gray is tangled up around the teal. Words. No, we don't need them. Yeah, no. This one you have is twisted a little tighter. It doesn't have much driving to it. And a bunch of highs and hellos to Steve. So do we have any fun plans for this upcoming week? I don't know much about, well, I do have some maybe loose plans for the week, other than, going to look at the apartment on Tuesday. And I have some other meetings during the days But I don't have that many other things to do. A little bit, but it's not a very busy week. As of now, at least. But who knows? Things might change. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Oh, right, I was supposed to change that. See, I don't remember things either. I was supposed to add like what's on your bench or yeah, what people are doing. Because not everyone is crocheting. There's a bunch of people that hangs out here that doesn't crochet. They do other things. Sleep is in your plan. Knitting, sewing, crochet, and making dinners, cleaning. Oh yeah, it's all of those things. Of course, there's always things like that that needs to be done. Whether I'll make it or not, that's debatable, you know. But also, Mini Me is sick, so she will probably be home a big part of the week. And yeah, as I mentioned, I'm starting to not feel so good also. So maybe a lot of rest should be in my future. Even though that's not going to be like possible all the time. But yeah. Oh, they don't have it anymore at Little Knits, that jewel tone color. Oh, in one fun thing you're gonna do, you're gonna be nagging and hubby. I see. Yeah, I bet that can keep you slightly busy. Spoon has returned! And Mom needs help. Yes, Rita, go and help her. So, Spoon, the new friend of the week, is probably gonna cause you to giggle a little bit because I was thinking about you when I made it. The friend of the week is hanging out in the basket, but let's see what you think about this one. You're ready for the giggles. So we have this. Do we see what this is, Spoon? Because I know how much you love it when I talk about a certain thing. So I had to make it in honor of you. It looks like Mount Fuji. Well, how about now? I made your safe word. It's a snow-covered peak, and now it's an erupting volcano. So now we have it erupting, and I actually have two of it because I did one first, according to the pattern, but I wasn't happy with it because it does come with a little face, but the safety eyes, they have stuff on the backside to stay in there. And I added this little part afterwards because it was just not enough space. I used a very small crochet hook, and this one is kind of hard to hide the other part inside. So we have a big and a small one. So now when we need a safe word, we can always, get the volcanoes out. So that's what happened this week. I made volcanoes. Because apparently when I talk about things that people don't want me to talk about, I can always start talking about the volcanoes instead because that's a topic I like. It's still erupting on Iceland, by the way, in case you didn't know. It's still going. It had to happen. Yes, it did have to happen. We did need a volcano. It was very, very fitting with an erupting volcano, since it does have a little bit of a special place in the topics I go through during my live streams. We need to talk about volcano, and now it has a permanent spot. You didn't know it needed to happen. You didn't know, and you didn't need to know. But this needed to happen because it's cute. It was a little cuter with the face and whatnot, but it's just it didn't work out that well. Yeah, bigger size was better. In this case, size mattered. Bigger is better. Yep. You have good news. 2 Hobie packages has arrived and another yarn package from the UK. Did you get stuff delivered today? It's already like Monday morning. So did this come to you already? Like on your doorstep this morning? Another package from Sweden is supposed to come today. I think I know what that package might be coming from. Hint, hint. I might know what's in it. Yeah. That might be a thing. So I'm guessing unboxing live at Spoons later, today or tomorrow, depending on how late package arrives. The Hobie came last night. I didn't know that you got mail on Sundays. Sunday night you got. That is amazing. Postal service actually working like other days of yeah. They don't work weekends here. They don't. We have almost done a full round of these 3 colors. You got a lot to go through today. Hello, Lydia. How are you doing? Nice to see you. What are you doing today? Are you crocheting anything? Or have you been busy doing other things, work and whatnot? Mail is 7 days a week in Japan. No Sunday holidays. Yeah, it's a lot of people living there, so I'm guessing some things just can't sleep. USPS delivered mail to your house on Easter Sunday. That is not what I would expect. So for those coming in late, we have handles. Scrap Basket has handles now. So we are doing a little bit more, but we are starting to see the end of this, or the finish of this Scrap Basket. We're getting closer. You've been crocheting. You had to. Oh, you had to turn your AC on because it's hot. Yeah, it's kind of nice and warm in here, a little bit warmer than I want to. But I have a window open, and we've had the door open a little bit, but this top is really nice and warm. So I don't have to worry about getting cold, even though, crocheted stuff does have holes in it. So even with the holy, like, meshy type of texture the fabric has, I am nice and warm in this really pretty colorful top. Yep. You've got a giant hank of yarn too big for your ball winder. So how are you going to do that one? Are you going to get help from a family member to hold it, and or does it fit on a Swift? It could still fit on a Swift even though it's too big. Oh, you wound it into a ball by hand. An hour and 26 minutes. That sounds like you might have a sore arm tomorrow. That's exercise. Making one ball of yarn for an hour and a half. She bought the power balls. Yeah, I did see them. I did not know that that's quite some yarn. At least your Swift was big enough to handle it, right? That was the worsted weight one. You're dreading the finger weight ones? Oh, it's the same amount. It's the same weight wise, but the yardage is so much more because it's thinner. Yeah. Have you ever done so where you put the hank on the Swift and then you use the cake winder or ball winder for a bit to get a base, and then you can handball it around the cake that you already like made, so you're not halfway done but at least closer to, and saving your arm a little bit. Yeah. You think you have to commit making a sweater with it? With the finger weight one? Yeah, it's the same weight, but the fingering weight has about twice the yardage. That is a couple more minutes with the, yeah. It was okay until the ball got too big to hold. That big even? I guess you're going to show us whenever you go live next how big it actually is for the funds of it. Tank is a small winder. What you did was roll one and no cut, and then you make the next one. Yeah. That is also a way to do it, that you can cake it up, and when it's as big as you can have it, then you put it down and then you cake the next one. The only tricky part with that is that it can create a mess that it's attached. It's doable. Definitely doable. Like that also. You have committed to 2 sweaters. You have enough for that. That is some commitment. And it wasn't like you didn't have enough yarn to start with. You have quite a collection. I am jealous. I'm definitely jealous for that one. So Jessica, are you going shopping right this minute to get the yarn you need to start that hat, since you already finished Cornelius today? Or are you gonna, what's your plan? She did talk about you're not going shopping. Okay. I hope you have something to crochet, even though there was no shopping. Then because you guess you just really like torture, you got excited and you bought another fingering weight yarn, another of them power balls. You're working on the doll, embroidering her dress now. We have done these 3 colors for more than a row now. A row and I want to say this much since we switched to this color. Or since we added the yellow, I should say. Slip one into a zip bag so it doesn't unravel. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Still haven't looked up how much yardage the fingering weight and you would need for a sweater. And instead of maybe figuring out before you're ordering the 3rd ball, you just ordered a 3rd ball. Yeah. You're having regrets. Is that Misfit? Misfit, I don't know what you're talking about, Moonrose. Cut blue. Cut blue. We're cutting blue. The tealy color. And what are we adding? We have gray and yellow. Gray and yellow. Gray and yellow. Oh, she was asking Jessica. That makes sense why I didn't understand. Because it wasn't a question from me. First icy is purple. No regrets about the shopping and buying, but regrets for future windings. The fingering weight takes it's 2,500 yards in one of them big. You only need one for that. I see purple, so we have this light purpley color. I think is that the only purpley color we have? Because if that's the case, no, that one's slightly purple. I do know where I have another purple. Do we need to find another purple, or are we happy with these 2 colors to pick from? Because I do have a darker purple. We have used the darker purple in the basket previously. There's a little purple in this pink, but you're going to take on the challenge of being a power ball winding expert. Oh. But yeah, 1 or 2 is options we have right now, and I can find more purples if needed. Didn't we have a purple here? We do have a purple here, you guys. We got another one. We got a sparkly one. Or are we going for sparklies? We're going for sparklies. We have it's grayish purple, and it's changing color to more of a purple, but it has purple sparkles. We see the purple and we see the grayish purple, and we do see that we have this. Is this what we're needing right now? So if we want sparkly, type sparkly in the chat. It's over there, but either number 3 or sparkly. but it kind of feels like it would be a nice ending-ish to add sparkly. Yeah, we're seeing you guys are liking the purple sparkly. We're going for the purple sparkly for sure. Felt like this is just what has to happen. Oh, and you guys, I did mention earlier that I needed to buy buttons, so I ordered buttons, but I couldn't just order buttons. So, I yeah, no, there's more than just buttons coming. That just happened. Oh, where's the end? Where's the end or beginning or something? It's tangle. It's a mess. Hot mess. I'm fine with it. So now we have gray, yellow, and sparkly purple sparkle with a little bit of a grayish purple that's going to fade over to a more purple purple. I kind of feel like we need this sparkle to just continue until maybe the end of basket or at least end of the sparkle. So that's it feels like it's going to be a good nice ending to the basket to add a lot of sparkles in here. Of course, if you guys disagree, you can always tell me you're disagreeing because you are the big part of designing this, picking colors and whatnot. I'm just sharing my thoughts, and you don't have to agree. You are perfectly in your own right to disagree. So the question is, how many rows can we have this sparkle before we run out of it? That is what I'm curious about. I'm happy I remembered that I had some sparklies. I did put them to the side. Good afternoon, Jason. How are you doing today? Hope you're good. How's the weather in Wisconsin today? You think I have enough for 2 rows? Maybe. The sparkly is actually a little bit thinner than the other ones. It's a super fine instead of whatever the others are. So it is probably going to last a little bit longer than I'm expecting it to, because it has surprised me so many times in the past. Moonrose is tired. Is it time to take a nap, rest? You should get some sparkles and add with the yarn just to have it in. You love sparkles. Yes, sparkles is fun. And the sparkle we are currently using is Universe. Universe has a sparkle, and it is my everyday shawl that I'm using when I leave my house. I have the purple. So this is my like daily usage shawl that we are adding to the basket now. I have a fall colored one, I have a Christmas colored one, and I have the purple one. And I did get the black, white, gray universe to make me another shawl that I can use when I feel like purple isn't the right color. But there's so many pretty universes. You're supposed to have a high of 68 in Wisconsin. You've been crocheting since 1990. You're just making simple little blankets for babies. The blue and whites for boys. It's really nice of you to make blankets for babies. We have weather for Arnold. Oh, Jessica, that's that nice and warm. That I can't wait for summer. Yes, please give me that weather now. Jessica, do you have a like a chair on your whatever outsides that I can sit and just get a lot of sun? That is awesome temperature. Not as nice temperatures in Barstow. Elaine, is that your, yeah, I'm guessing that's your, that's, yeah, 50 degrees, 10, yeah, 10 is, I don't know, similar to what I'm having. It's freezing. Yeah, let's set the patio and crochet. That would be awesome. That would be so nice. I can hang out at Tanks too. Tanks also having good temperatures. It's raining here. You're not used to this kind of weather. What, that it's cold? So let's see. Anyone able to drop my weather? Because I hid my keyboard. I know that there's been some people know where I live, even though it's a tricky one because you don't have the letter in the on your keyboards. You guys are having good weathers. It's only Elaine that's freezing, I think. I guess it's not the warmest in Calgary, but it's definitely not the worst. Hello, unique, amazing stripes. How are you doing this fine Sunday? Or maybe it's not fine, but I hope the sun is shining wherever you're at. You did some bacon today? What have you been baking, Moonrose? Are you sharing? Is it cookies for everyone? You might cut your plans for live streaming in half today and go pull your oldest daughter out for a ditch. You're gonna let her ditch school today? She's not in the mood to go to school? Greetings. Thanks. I remember you from Michelle's Crochet and you were on her website. Talk. She's coming on. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Uh-uh. Thank you, Rita. Yes, you know how to type. You know where I live. Awesome. What's my weather like? Conditions are showers in the vicinity. Showers in the vicinity. That's a new one. Awesome Nightbot for it's showers in the vicinity of. With a temperature of cold and the wind is blowing. There's wind and there's humidity. She was super emotional crying this morning. She didn't know why. Some days are just like that. Yeah, that's Yep, totally get that. But she's going to school for a bit, and then you're doing a shorter live stream and going to hang out. Are you expecting a package from Sweden to come before you do live stream, or do you think that's not going to be a possibility? Little mini garlic sticks. Yeah, Rita also doesn't have good weather. Partly cloudy and about the same temperature. Less wind and almost the same humidity. Yeah, I'm guessing you're not really missing Sweden right now when you know how the weather is around here. Showers in the vicinity. It's been crazy. Yeah, it's only us Scandinavian people that has crappy weather right now. You guys seem to have a lot of decent weathers. Sunnies and bikini weathers in some places. Definitely at Jessica's. Definitely. You don't know. You're worried it might come if you go out. You're having coffee and thinking it over. Well, at least you know it's on the way. And we do know that customs did handle it very fast. Oh, now I see what I'm almost doing. I'm almost adding a second strand, which wasn't what I was doing. Ribs for dinner. Oh, that is nice. Oh, we get to dance. Thank you, Chris. Chris has been a member for 3 months. Has it been that long? I really appreciate that. I got to do a volcano dance. It was dancing. Jamming along to the music. Yeah, I totally get that you're missing home. Finding apartments, it's not fun at all. If it tries to come when you're out, they will give you a notice and you can reschedule delivery. But we don't want to reschedule if we don't really have to, right? Because you've been waiting for that. I'm guessing there's a few people here that wants to go to John's to hang out for dinner. Ribs is not my favorite type of food, but I have a very, I don't know, I don't like foods that is eaten off of bones or is full of like, yeah, parts that you can't eat, like cartilage, and it's not my thing. I don't like to chew on bones. I pick all the meat off the bones and only the meat goes on my plate. Also less messy if you do it that way. They don't even try to have you sign even if you're home. Yeah, upset kids is never fun. But who knows? Things might change as the day progresses also. It could turn for the worse because it's kids and emotions, and that's also a possibility. I know, I've been a kid. School can be rough. And in a kid's world, everything is seen in a different perspective. Finding a place is... Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's a few people that don't like chewing off of bones. I have no problem eating the meat. I just don't want to chew it off yeah, no. Put it on my plate and I can eat it with a fork. Unless it's like pizza and french fries, I will eat that with my fingers. And hamburgers. I don't need a fork for everything. Chris wants the ribs. See? Just get over to John's. Or she can see her friends and cheer up. That's a good plan. Check up or check in with her at lunch and see how she's doing. And if she's feeling better, then you can relax a little bit and calm down. And yeah. Sounds like you have a plan. So you guys, we're starting to get like closer and closer to finishing this basket. I said that we're doing all the sparklies until we run out of sparklies. But if we want some other colors in here, I think you might need to consider getting some other colors in here because it's not that far left. You're gonna go base to get a package at her lunchtime. So you have some stuff to go and pick up. And you might pick her up. Yep. Oh, this gray is really messing with me. It's tangling. But that's because I have the other end of the gray being stupid and wants to be a part of this also. But I'm not going to work you from both ends at the same time. You got a package notice, but you think it's just something boring. Well, I guess it needs to be picked up at some point, even if it's boring. There we go. Now I have the other end. We need more pink in there. So what are we ditching instead of, we got gray, we got yellow, and we got purple. Cut yellow and add color a corner of tray hanging over. I'm guessing this is what we're talking about. We have a peachy color over there. Well, Rita said more pink, and we're saying cut yellow. So we're going to start with cutting the yellow, and then we can get all the, I guess, pinks and peachy colors out at the same time. So so we're not missing out on something. You reached out to a package you ordered in April 2nd. And the Etsy person told me they haven't shipped it yet. Well, did it say anything about like shipping in the order thingy? Or was it something made to order? Now we have a less messy gray. Thank you very much. We're cutting yellow. And we said this one was hanging out over the edge. So we got some more of these like peachy colors. We also have a more of a pastel-y peachy color. And then we did want some pink options. So we have a few pink options. Let's go for, I think this is a good variety of colors. So we got almost whitish pink. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 colors, some pinks and some apricot colors. Hello, May. It was ready to ship and they gave you a weird story about shipping labels, so you got one eye raised suspiciously. That sounds reasonable. I would also be a little bit suspicious. Very many options. I'm guessing we're going to have very many different opinions on colors we're picking now. I will be taking a little sip, and yeah, we have gray and we got purple to go with these colors. You're changing your vote to 3. And Chris really wants number 6. We got 2 votes for 3, 1 vote for 6, 1 for 2. May think 2 or 3 would look nicely with the purple and gray. I do think that the pink is not that much left of. Oh, very well, Evil 3. Evil 3. 3 doesn't need to be evil. I guess it depends on how you look at it, right? Hooray, Chris, for conforming. Did we end on 3? I think we ended on 3. Who knows? We might still be able to squeeze this one in. Should we save it outside here so that it's already, next in line? Because, yeah, it's not that much left of this pink. Let's see how far it stretches. You might get to see that one soon also. Oh, and there's the link to my PayPal's. Thank you very much, ABD. Yes, that there's options. Some people like super stickers and super chats, and some people prefer PayPal's and whatnots. Totally up to whoever if they want to contribute to anything at anyone's place, you know? But there's options. And no one should ever feel forced to do anything they don't want to do. I have said it before. I did a live stream where I was talking about the shawls I've made, that I am selling some of my makes because I need to, you know, I'm moving. I need new furnitures. I need things. Um, and my financial situation could be a lot better than what it is, but it is what it is, and I'm trying to make the best out of it. So. And it does feel better for me to sell stuff than to any other way of, things. But anything is greatly appreciated. And yes, there's other ways. Buy me a coffee is also a way. Yes, not expected, but always appreciated. Very appreciated. Do we see anything of the doily down here? It's hidden in the dark, right? It's hiding in there. It's hiding at the bottom. Very hidden. Even though I'm feeling my hand is not really loving me right now, I want to finish this. In a way, I want to finish this tonight, but at the same time, what are we going to do next Sunday? I'm just kidding. We will always figure something out. And if this scrap basket is finished, then we need to start a new one. Right? Because there's not like I don't have scrap yarns. I have scrap yarns. And lots of it. Oh, the gray jumped. So very seldom you conform, so thank you, Spoon, for noticing. I love that you use the spoon emoji. Yeah, Spoon has an emoji that's already made in the emojis. The original emojis, I'm guessing. Yeah. Not a lot of people can say that. Well, we got the broccolis. There's a broccoli emoji. Yeah, we're soon out of the pink. So we will jump into that peachy color after. How many rows more on the basket? Well, maybe so that we have. Do we want this maybe? So the double, we have maybe 4 more rows. Maybe something like that. 3, 4. because I think I want a little bit more than this, like handle part. That is where I am basing the sturdy handles. Yeah. Not that I'm going to have this one carrying like heavy things in it. It's supposed to be yarn in it, but you know, I want to make it properly. It needs to be well done, well made. You have a scarf that you're using your fingering scrap yarn for. You're thinking of using your DK scraps for Mittered Square project that your local yarn store is doing. Well, that's cool. 3 different size baskets. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. I can do a bit more. That's why you say that I should do next Sunday to finish it off. Well, yeah, probably a good thing since my hand is not happy. But we're at least changing yarn and I'm doing a little bit more. Not ready to let go just yet. There we go. Gray jumped again. Why is it keeping on jumping? You're welcome, Chris. It is a really nice combination. See, it's looking really pretty over there. There's often a lot of color combinations here that I'm liking. It's just a few colors that isn't like my favorite type of colors and I don't use them very often in my other makes. But they needed to be worked in here also. I didn't have that many browns. There's like rusty orange it's not like one of my favorite type of colors. I don't have that very often, but we do have some rusty colors in here. Not very much dull colors. There's a lot of bright greens and things. Hey, Miss. His other shades of gray. Great, Miss. His other shades of. Oh, that's why it's jumping out. There's not enough shades of gray in the bowl. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that in any way, shape, like it's pronounced differently in Swedish, but it's spelled kind of the same. It's a tricky one. And I've heard it pronounced differently. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I've heard it in the Swedish pronunciation. But yeah, it's kind of like mittens is the pronunciation I've heard. You put away the second half of what was planned today. So we are ditching lunch. Jessica's back. Welcome back. What have you been doing? You will stay with you until you finish the coffee, and then you get to go open the packages. Sitting here looking at me, say, open, open, open. Yes. So what was it, all the packages you had to open now? Digging for worms with your daughter so she can go fishing. So she's going fishing again? She came home to go get worms, and now she's going fishing again. She couldn't find worms elsewhere? Then you having to help her. It's not that hard to dig for worms. Just saying. 2 Hobie bags that you forgot what's in them, and a box from the indie dyer in the UK that you love. So Hobie yarns, that means I need to go and hang out in Spoon's chats. Yeah, that's I'm seeing an opening. I want to know. I want to see. She was home for a few hours, and then they decided to go fishing for bait fish for tomorrow's night fishing trip. Okay, so they need worms to go and fish for small fish that they're going to use for tomorrow when they're going for bigger fish. They don't use the like other types of baits for bigger fish, like the metal, shiny looking like fish type of baits. Will I get a unicorn card if I don't go though, Spoon? Oh, and you said that you need to cleanse your cards. You need to do that so we can see it. Because I don't know what that's all about. But I want to see it because it got me interested. I want to know about that. Cleanse the oracle cards and things. That's new stuff to me. All this is new stuff to me. Very interesting. So I need to know. And I just keep going and going and going, even though I said I was going to rest my hand. Oh, you're not doing unicorn cards. That's the part you're going to cut out so you can go and get her from school. It's okay. It's okay. Take a break. Let's take a break. Let's... Hook goes in. Stitch marker goes in. And Volcano comes out. And so does Doily. And then yarn goes in. Yarn goes in. And yarn goes in. Into basket. And basket now has handles. So what we're seeing now is this. This is what we have. With 2 nice size handles on each side. But a little bit bigger. So yarn bowl goes over to there. And I will get you guys back up here instead. And I'm back. So we're moving basket over to its shelf where it lives over there. And then we can put volcano over there where it was in the beginning. And the other volcano is over here because it doesn't deserve to be anywhere else because it's And I need to move some stuff around here, cleaning a little bit. Stitch markers, that was all over the place. We don't need them all over the place. And just because I'm checking things, and I'm seeing that we need to dance. Who we need to dance for? I just see a little bit of thing here. Who do we need to dance for? What is PayPal gonna tell me? Because I did see there. And of course, everything's gonna take a long time. We get to dance for May. That's what we get to dance for. Thank you very, very much for that PayPal. Thank you very much. You make mini purses out of scrap yarns? If I want one, if you want to give me one, then I would be happy to receive anything. Happy Mail is fun. Happy Mail is fun. Let's go pick up my cardigan. So, if you weren't here in the beginning, let's turn the light down. We don't need to be blinded by the light. I'm making myself another hexagon cardigan, and it's a little bit fancier than a normal type of cardigans. So we're doing fancy hexagon cardigan for me, and me, and it's gonna be so much fun with these colors. You're making it out of floss. That sounds like a little bit of a, I don't want to say tedious, but yeah, the thinner the yarn is, the longer time it takes. Where am I at? I need to chain too. Hello, Samantha. How are you doing today? Good to see you. How is your Sunday? Have you done anything fun today? Crocheting a little bit, maybe? Need to pay attention, so I put the corners where the corners are supposed to be because that's what been screwing with me. The reasons I had to frog twice is because I put my corners where there wasn't supposed to be. Yep. So we don't want to have that happening again. I'm not in the mood to frog. I'm not. Changing drink time. I started the live stream 3 hours ago. So what time is it for you right now? And take that and rewind the clock to 3 hours. And that is the time that I always start We were just a little bit mismatched with the summer/winter time difference, but now we're gonna be in the same difference until the fall at least. So yeah, 3 hours ago. So it's almost 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, that means 2 o'clock your time. Yes, 10 p.m. my time. Exactly. Mini me's being sick and coughing and things was just a little status report. She's fine. She is fine. It's just good to know that she is fine and that I don't need to help out. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like the cold is coming my way with like itchiness in the back of my throat. It's always a sign of starting to get a cold. Also, starting to get a little headache. Yeah, no, I'm seeing myself being sick for a few days this week. But so far, so good. And definitely not enough to cancel this stream with you guys. Yep, no, not enough. You're struggling with the embroidering of the dress stuff? Oh, it's now almost to 1 a.m. You had a really great family weekend together. Awesome. Third try to figure it out. So, can you just wing it, or do you feel like you need to do whatever the pattern says it should be done? Uh, uh, uh. Where is my pattern? Did I get it up? There's the pattern. So now I need to. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I am slip stitching to the corner. And this is where I'm cheating because in the pattern it says to cut and do like a hidden join thingy because it's a few stitches that it over to where the corner is. But I never do that. I just slip stitch because it's not that many stitches. But I get why you do that, why you would cut to join again because it's got a neater finish to it. But you could just slip stitch in the back loop only and it's going to be very discreet. That's what I do if it's not that many. I think it was like, I don't know, 5-6 stitches, and 5-6 stitches is not enough for me to cut the yarn. Maybe that's just me. You're getting ready to wing it. Yeah, feel free to do so. It's a kind of a small doll, right? So it like how many details can you get in there to make it look like as close to whatever you're following, like the pattern. It's 1 a.m., Samantha. 1 a.m. You're going to yakiniku grill place thingy. Would your other kid get jealous to not be a part of this? Or do you take your other kid for things like this at other times to like have it even? Some kids can be very much like that. Like, why did she get to do that and I didn't? But that could also be very like depending on the kids if they are like that or not. Not that big of a headache, but I feel like it's coming. It's coming. It's on the way. Well, as long as you keep siblings happy and that they get attention, whatever way they get attention, it usually solves itself. And of course, you can only, like with my kids, one is 4 and one is 13. Of course, they can do different things, but of course, there's going to be jealousy. There's always jealousy, especially when it comes to like candies and ice cream. That is the biggest problem I've had. I also want an ice cream, or I want this candy, I want that candy, but you ate all of your candy, and she saved some of hers. You know, you did get the exact amount of same whatever, and just because one saves and the other one doesn't, it's not unfair. It's just one is good at planning and the other one isn't. You know? Hit the thumbs up for the scrap pickle. Yes, the support pickle. My pickle is bigger than yours, and we support that, right? Awesome. She's in the phase now of charging you money for everything she deems we have wronged her for. Oh, yeah. She has a list with the price of these offenses. And yesterday she charged you for cleaning up her own toys. Yeah. Oh, I remember. I did have a phase like that. I had a spreadsheet where I was like, if I take out the garbage, if I do this, if I do that, and if I do that, and then I tried to get my mom to like agree to prices on these things. She wasn't too happy about it. But then again, you know, Swedish currencies, I was like charging 1 cent to take the trash out. Um, and I know like there was just, you know, not that much. Yeah, we were talking like nothing. Yeah, just very small amounts of money. I think I was in, I don't know, fourth, fifth grade or something when I did that. I couldn't keep it up for very long though. I kind of just forgot about it. There's also interest, taxes, and late fees. Oh, I bet you're having fun with that one. You need to write a list for her things to do. Mm-hmm. She made $26 off of you yesterday. Really? And you're actually willing to pay for this, according to what you are wronging her, according to her ideas and thoughts. Oh, and is feeding not your bunnies also something that's being charged for? Because that would be even funnier if, charging for feeding the bunnies that's not your bunnies. That or cleaning for said bunnies. One of your brothers tried that. Mom came back with her own list for washing clothes, making dinner, while his list wasn't talked about again. Yeah, no, the list needs to be reasonable. Like things that's actually got some type of value. Cleaning, taking out trash, laundry, dishes. Like that makes sense. You started chargebacks with her. $5 for asking you questions. And how's that working out? Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to go broke. So for sure you need to get a good balance on that. Mini me is sick. It was a day of a lot of math and negotiations. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun at all. Okay, you guys, we're gonna say goodnight now because I feel like I need to go and take care of things because Mini Me is definitely not feeling good. And there's a possibility that we need to deal with some laundry. So, you guys, lovely to hang out with you as always. Because I love to hang out with you. And yeah, since I already said it before, with my cold getting a little bit, I feel it. So I wouldn't be surprised if my voice would just like totally fail on me earlier than now. But so we're just gonna check and see if there's any fun place for you guys to go and hang out. Kelly's Crochet Adventures is hanging out. And if anyone knows anywhere else that we can go and hang out for the funsies, then let me know or drop a link or so. But that's the only one I can see right this minute. But you guys, Spoon is going to be on in 15 minutes. Yes, Spoon, drop your link. Type Sweden in the chat, and then we go and hang out at Spoon's in 15 minutes. Yes, it's about, is it about an hour left before Michi goes live? So that's also a place to go hang out later. But I will definitely be in chats at Spoons. Love you guys, and we'll see each other soon. Sunday next week, I will be here. Hopefully, I know something more about the apartment at that point. But who knows? I might pop up in the week. For now, I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and mwah!